Hello there my friends and welcome back to another episode of TA with McKay. My name is McKay. Now in today's episode we're going to do a two-part series, this being the first video in the series, on BitGet's spot copy trading feature that they have on their website and their app. Now the reason I'm going to make this two parts is in today's video we're going to talk about kind of what it entails to become a follower, meaning that you are following or copying other traders' trades, and then in the second video we're going to talk about how you yourself, if you're an experienced trader, can become a copy trader yourself, meaning that you could be the one that other people copy, and you get commission based on the success rate of your trades. Now keep in mind there will be timestamps in the description just like every one of my videos, just in case you want to hop around between different parts of what I talk about in this video, because I am going to get very detailed from start to finish as far as how to navigate to the copy trading or spot copy trading part of their platform, to how to find different copy traders, how to see what success rates they have so you can choose the right trader to copy should you choose to do so, all the way down to if you're copying someone, how to assess your risk management, how to make changes to what your stop loss is, your profit taking levels, things like that. So of course if you feel like you want to jump around between things based on what you're here looking for, feel free to do so. Alright, with that out of the way, it's time to dive into today's content, that being part one of a two-part series. Today's video being how to copy or follow other spot copy traders' trades on the BitGet platform. Now if that sounds interesting to you, please remember to like and subscribe, and let's go. It's TA with MK, it's TA with MK. Alright, so the first thing you want to do is navigate to the BitGet homepage. So we're going to go here to the top of our browser and type in bitget.com, B-I-T-G-E-T. Now, of course, I will leave a link in the description if should you choose to do so. You can use to create a BitGet account. I'm also running a promotion right now. It ends actually tomorrow. Not a promotion, sorry, a giveaway, essentially for $100. We'll be doing another giveaway to follow that, so it also supports the channel, and I appreciate anybody that uses that. But once you type in bitget.com, it's going to take you to their homepage. At this point, we're going to go ahead and make it a little bigger so you can see what I'm doing. And the reason why in the beginning I said, I put the emphasis on the spot copy trading is if you go over here where it says copy trading, you can see that they have a futures copy trading and a spot copy trading. Now, in a future video, we'll focus entirely on the futures copy trading, but in today's video, we're going to focus entirely on the spot copy trading. So now we're going to go ahead and click on the spot copy trading. Go ahead and let that load up. Now, this is going to be a very, very important part of this video as we kind of talk about what this next page shows, and kind of how to understand who you do not want to potentially, copy. So right off the bat, you can see that the top of the page says top spot trader, and then below that it shows that there's the top traders and all traders, and by default we're on top traders, and I want to kind of explain what you're looking at here. So right here it's first showing traders based on the highest ROI, which ROI stands for return on investment. But here's the key. If you look down here for just example, this very first guy that comes up, or gal, it says short-term trad. And below his name, it shows that he has a plus 550% or just over return on investment. But if you look below and dive a little deeper, it shows his total profit and loss. He's made $121. Now, I don't know what the exact math is there, but let's just say it's like $20. He's turned $20 into $121, which is great. However, if you go over to the right of that and look under copiers P&L, so this would be the people that followed his trades, they overall are down $1,830, right? Now, there could be a multitude of reasons for that as we kind of dive into how you actually manage your own risk, but I just wanted to point that out so you can understand that you would think that BitGet, when it first brings up these pages of traders, would list them more to do with the followers, success rate versus just the actual trader, but that's just not how they do it. They do it based on that own trader's personal, in this case, P&L, right, or return on investment. For example, if you scroll down here, it says highest P&L, which is just the total of the highest profit and loss, and this guy right here has plus 11.76%. He's made $248. The guy next to him, just under 12%, made $225. But again, look at the copier's P&L. This one's $13.20. This person's minus $82.59. So I just wanted to put a huge emphasis on the importance of diving deep into these traders as far as their statistics go. You can also click on their name. So let's just go back up here to this person that actually has a positive, which would be Irelia. Their total profit and loss is $116. Their copiers are at least positive 14 cents. But let's go ahead and just click on this person's profile, let it load up, and we can look a little bit deeper at their actual statistics. So here we can see that Irelia has had 12 total trades, only been a member for 2 days, so obviously brand new to the platform as far as the copy trading goes. They have 20 out of the possible 300 followers. Now down here it shows trading data. Again, it shows their 131, almost 132% ROI, return on investment, their own personal profits from their 12 trades being $116. They do have a win rate of 100%, so that's nice to see. Out of their 12 trades, apparently they have been successful on all 12. And then over here where it shows AUM, they have 1,912.83. And what is AUM, you might ask? Well, this is a big one. It stands for Assets Under Management. This would be a good way for you to track how much confidence other people have in his trades. In this case, it means that $1,912 are being trusted to him from these 20 followers, or between these 20 followers, to perform trades on their behalf. So as you can see, there's a lot to dive into as you try to decide which traders are worth following, should you choose to do so. Now over here it also shows copy trade coin pair. This shows all the different pairings or coins that Irelia in this case is trading. You can go over here and look at order type. It will show a history of the different trades that they've made. Most recently here you can see they've been trading this coin Velo. The price was at 0.1134. Then they closed the trade at 0.1297, so that was a long of around 14%. Now it does not show the exact amount of money that they put into the trade, but you can see what percent they made. Now clearly they were pretty small trades for them to have done 12 of them and only make $116, but these are the type of people I would suggest starting with. Be better if they maybe traded for more than 2 days, but you get my point. Like, it's better to start with small amounts anyways, and especially if you can follow somebody that's got a 100% win rate. Now let's back out of there and see if we can find one other trader just to quickly look at their statistics. Now I'm looking back down here through some of the ROIs. I do see this person actually has a plus $366 for his followers. It's crypto_zuo shao, or however you want to say that. And so let's go ahead and click on him and see what his statistics look like. Now you will notice it says full next to his name. That just means that out of the 300 possible followers that he has 300 people already following him. But what else can we gather from his trading stats, so to speak? Well, we can see he's made 32 total trades and 66, he's been a member for 66 days. So, that's only an average of a trade about every other day. He has a 74% return on investment win rate. His personal profit is only $13.40, crazy enough, with a 100% win rate. So I don't know if he's trading with like 42 cents or what, but he has accumulated 654 followers, and their win rate, his win rate's 100%, and his assets under management is over $66,000. So clearly, even if this person is trading with small amounts, because he has a 100% win rate on 32 total trades, he's gathered a lot of confidence from the people that are following him. You can also see up here on the top right where it says a slot reminder. This will appear anytime a trader has, they're full on their followers. If you click that, you'll get a pop-up that says the trader's numbers of orders is full. Send a reminder when it is not full, question mark. You can click remind me, and it will just let you know if this, trader has any slots open up. Okie doke. So the next thing we want to do is go ahead and click on a trader that we want to follow or copy. Now that we'll go with this guy since he's not full, XIAOB. 82% ROI. We're going to go ahead and click copy now, and you're going to get this little pop-up that says the BitGet copy agreement. I would suggest reading through this if it's your first time seeing this. Get a feel for what it's saying. Then after you've read it, click where it says I have read and agree, and go ahead and click confirm. Now this next page that you get is where you can actually edit kind of how you copy this person's trades. Now the first thing you see is where it says copy trading pair, and it starts listing some pairs. If I click edit here, it will show all the different pairs that this guy potentially is trying to trade. Now let's just say you only wanted to focus on 1 or 2 of these coins. You can uncheck, as many as you want. Let's just say that all you cared about was anytime he traded SHIB, which you can see that's on his list. If I uncheck everything and then just make sure the only one that is checked is SHIB, it just means that even if he opens trades on some of these other pairs, I'm not going to copy those. I'm only going to copy what I have a green check mark next to. So once you've decided which coins or, you know, multiple coins you want to follow. You can go ahead and get those clicked and then click confirm. The next section down is a pretty important one where it says margin mode. You can go with a fixed amount, which is what I would suggest, or multiplier. Let me quickly explain the multiplier just so you know what it is and why I don't really go for that. Multiplier is where you could say you want to buy X amount times of the trader's crypto buying amount, meaning that if I put this to like 1, or let's just say we put it to 2, it means if that trader puts in $100 on a trade, this is automatically going to put $200 for me because that's 2 times multiplier of what he put on the trade, right? So of course, if I put this all the way up to 20, means if that trader puts in $1 on a trade, it's gonna give $20 for me on the trade because I have a multiplier of 20 times. The reason that's a little risky, I suppose, is if the trader was doing $100 and all of a sudden, you're putting in $2,000 because that's 20 times $100, right? So that is why I would just suggest you stick with fixed amount. We'll go ahead and click on that. And here you can tell it how much you're willing to risk per each trade. So let's just say you had like $200 in your spot account on BitGet, but you only wanted to risk maybe $10 per each trade that you possibly follow from this XIAO guy. Let's just go ahead and put $10 there, and then you can go down to the next section that says risk management, where you can tell it what you want your stop loss to be, take profit, and and it tells you the maximum follow amount is 50,000 USD. And that just simply means if you were a high roller and you were wanting to invest $1,000 or $1 million, sorry, into a trade, you wouldn't be able to, as the max amount you can follow this particular trader with is 50,000 USD. We're gonna go ahead and click edit, show you kind of what you can change on this section. Now, risk management has a stop loss, which it says is optional. This is where you can tell it a percentage of a stop loss. You wouldn't obviously know the exact amount because you don't know yet where this person is going to enter a trade on SHIB in this case, where he's, planning on exiting or any of that. So you would just say, hey, I only like to risk up to 15% of what I'm putting into a trade. So in this case, we said $10. 15% of that's $1.50. I could drag this cursor up to 15%. It just means if I enter a trade following this guy, that the most I can lose is 15%. Same thing with take profit. I can specify that I would like to take my profits at, let's just say, 15% as well. And then down here where it says maximum follow amount, if we hover over it, it says the amount in USD is the maximum amount of investment that can be made to a trading pair. When your investment amount accumulates to the cap, the system will stop copying the trader's orders. After the amount drops lower, the next order of the trader will be copied. So this one's even a little confusing for me, but my best explanation that I could give just from reading it myself is basically what you're telling this part of the system is the max amount you're ever willing to be following on trades with this guy at any given time. Meaning that on the previous page where we might have put that on a single trade we only wanted to risk $10, but we could tell it here that maybe $50 is the most we're ever willing to risk at one time on this guy's trades, meaning that he could have 5 different trades open on the same pair. You have $10 on each. Once it hits the $50, you're no longer going to be following his trades until more of your capital opens back up or some of those trades close and you're back below the $50. So let's just say you wanted to only ever have $10 at one point invested on this person, then here you need to put $10. It means that if he opens up a one trade, that one trade will hit your $10 max and you will not follow any more of his trades until till that trade closes and you have capital available again below $10. Now, I know that probably sounded a bit confusing, as it was confusing for me to even try to explain, but just keep in mind you want to keep this number very, very, very low. And that's why I say if you only are wanting to risk, say, $10 on trades, I would leave this at something similar to that, right around $10. Then go ahead and click confirm. Then from here, we're going to go ahead and click this icon that says next, and it's going to confirm the copy trade information that I just put, that I'm following this trader on SHIB. That's the only pairing I chose. The fixed amount per trade is $10. My stop loss and my take profit are both set at 15%. And the maximum amount I'm ever willing to follow this person at one time is also $10. I'm going to go ahead and click confirm. And then next up, we get a pretty fancy little page that shows us more or less what our overview is for our copy trading. Shows us the number of traders we're following. In this case, it's just one. Shows us the amount of equity that we've personally used and what our total profit and loss is. Of course, I'm at 0 on both because I just started following this trader and he hasn't opened any trades, in my behalf yet. And we have down here positions. So if there were any open positions, I could track those in real time. If I had any positions that have been closed, I can go over here to trade history and kind of see what coin pairing he traded. If I had multiple pairings picked, I can see which ones I've traded so far. what price they entered the trade on, took profits on, the amount that I risked, followed traders. You know, if I was following multiple traders at once, I can see the list of all of them here. I can go over here to margin info to make sure at any time that my maximum amount that I've set to use on a trades is what I want it to be. In this case, it's $10 max, and the max amount of balance I'm willing to use of USDT is also $10. So this is just going to be kind of a super useful page to keep track in real time of any trades that you're part of or any traders that you're following. That way, if you need to unfollow them but you can't find them out on the main page, I can go over here to followed traders, for example, click edit next to his name, and I can just go up here and unfollow him. That's just as simple as that. If I click this, which I'll go ahead and do right now, now I'm unfollowing him. I get a little pop-up asking me if I want to think again or confirm. I'm going to go ahead and confirm. So now it wipes out that particular trader that I was following, and now you can see I'm not following any traders anymore. So the next thing we want to quickly do is go back up here to copy trading, back over to spot copy trading, because I want to show you kind of the advanced mode as far as these trades go. So let's go back over here to the same person, XIABU. Let's go ahead and copy him again. But this time, rather than just these simple actions here of copy trading, margin mode, and risk management, if you go up here to the right, it has a tab that says use advanced mode. I'm gonna go ahead and click on that. Now, there really only is one big major difference between the basic mode and the advanced mode, and that is that in advanced mode, if you're following multiple pairs on the same trader, you can specify on each pairing what your risk management is. So let's just say we go back up here to edit on copy trading pair, unselect them all. Let's just say we were following his Bitcoin, his Ethereum, and his XRP trades. We go ahead and click confirm. Well, now rather than just having one margin mode that's to do with all of the pairings combined, I can specify on each one what my risk management is. So let's just say on Bitcoin, we know it's a little bit of a slower moving coin. I'm willing to risk $20 on any of his trades. And under stop loss or risk management, I can click edit. And maybe I'm a little looser with my, risk management on something like Bitcoin, knowing that it moves slower. Maybe I do 25% stop loss and like a 15% profit ratio, maximum amount. I still only want to do something like $20 or $10. Go ahead and click confirm. And now that's set what my risk management was for Bitcoin. But at that point, I can scroll down to Ethereum and do the same thing. Maybe with Ethereum, I only want to risk $10 at a time. And maybe I only want to do a 10% stop loss, 10% profits, $10. Confirm. So you can see that you can get very, very specific with each pairing that you're following on this trader as to what your risk management is. And then one really important thing to take note of is at any time, if you want to just get back to kind of that overview page where you can see who you're following and make sure if you don't want to be following anybody that you unfollow them, is you can go up here to copy trading, go to spot copy trading because that's what we're looking at right now. Up here on the top right where it says copy trade, just click somewhere in this open area and it brings you back to this copy trading overview where again now I can see I'm actually not following any traders at the moment because I backed out of that, but if I was, I could come back in here, click on them and unfollow them. Now as we finish up today's video, which was part one of course of the spot copy trading feature on BitGet's platform, of course today we're talking completely about how to follow traders, I feel compelled that it's important to me to finish today's video out going over the pros and cons of kind of using this part of their platform. Now, the cons are all things that can be overcome. The pros are all things that are only pros if done right. But the point being is I just want to kind of give you some advice of kind of how to navigate this part of their platform just so you have the most success. Now, the short list of cons all have to kind of do with the same thing, and it's jumping into this platform without knowing what you're doing. Basically what I'm saying is that it's very, very easy to get on here, accidentally start copying someone's trades, not noticing that they have a terrible, terrible copier's P&L. You've got $1,000 in your spot trading account, and the next thing you know, it's wiped out completely because you started following a bunch of bad trades. So do not start using this part of their platform without practicing a little bit with small amounts, following traders that only have good success for their followers, and just kind of making sure that you understand what you're doing before you just dive into it, head first. Now, I guess the second part of that con is kind of, which ties together with it, is trading with small amounts and only allowing yourself to have a certain amount to trade with. And what I mean by that is as you're learning this, only put say you only want to ever lose $20 learning this feature, only put $20 in your spot trading account. Don't put $10,000 in there, hop in here, not know what you're doing, and all of a sudden you follow a bad trader and you've lost all $20,000. If you only have $20 in there, worst case, should you fall victim to not really knowing what you've clicked on and what you're doing, you would only lose $20, and hopefully that wouldn't, wreck or ruin your life. That being said, the risk of pros are very, very good. Obviously, the biggest pro being if you can follow the right traders, they're making the trades, they're doing the hard work, they're doing the TA, and all you're doing is reaping the benefit. Of course, you're determining what that benefit is, what percentage it is, and so forth, but if they're having positive trades, 100% win rates, and their followers are clearly having success, by following them, you know, you should be able to have success without having to do the hard work. A few other big pros is one that I mentioned in today's video is you have 100% control over your risk management rules, meaning you can pick your stop loss percentage, the amount you're willing to risk on a trade, your own profit percentage, things like that. And you can also pick and choose which trading pairs you want to trade. That also being a pro is that they have quite a few trading pairs they currently offer, and they're always adding more to their platform. At the end of the day, if used correctly, I definitely give this a 10 out of 10 as far as just how awesome of a feature it is that they offer on their platform. And of course, in our next video, which will be part 2 of this series, we'll do it all over again, but we'll talk about how you can become a copy trader yourself so that other people can copy your trades. Thank you for watching the video. I appreciate each and every one of you. As always, feel free to leave a comment in the comment section. I always do a good job, or at least I try to do a good job of replying to each and every one of those comments. And on your way out, if you haven't already done so, please do me a huge favor and remember to like and subscribe. We'll catch you in the next one. It's